Running a business comes with a lot of what-ifs. But luckily, there's a simple answer to them. Shopify. It's the commerce platform behind millions of businesses, including Thrive Cosmetics and Momofuku, and it'll help you with everything you need. From website design and marketing to boosting sales and expanding operations, Shopify can get the job done and make your dream a reality. Turn those what-ifs into... Sign up for your $1 per month trial at shopify.com/special offer.
Your burger is served, and this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. Its sweet profile perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger.
That is one perfect combination. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Fiscally responsible, financial geniuses, monetary magicians. These are things people say about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds. Visit Progressive.com to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary, not available in all states or situations.
Episode 21.5. The Light Within. Speak gently to those far away from places that you know. Differences what make us great and causes hearts to grow. Speak roughly to your utmost fears, if you must speak to them at all. They are silenced by your plans and deeds, and when you rise from where you fall. Speak naught to the few who hate. They hear no thoughts within. Their echoes bounce in closed minds, while their gods regret their sins. But most of all, speak softly to the ones whose love you cherish. It holds, it hurts, it stays, it goes. Know this, and love shall never truly perish.
Did ChatGI make that one?
No.
No, I know. I know your style.
Didn't use it much for this one. I used it for the... Oh no, I did bits and pieces here and there. But welcome back to the middle of the Girls Who Don't D&D episode.
Love it.
Don't worry, you haven't missed anything. Episode 21 is still happening. It's just that this is also happening. This is episode 21.5. And, dear listeners, if you have a confused look on your face, trust me when I say, so do my players.
Yeah, we were going home. And also, if you want to hear this, join the Patreon.
No, it's not even called, it's not Patreon.
It's for free?
It is not a Patreon. Yes, it's another freebie.
Jesus Christ.
We're just extremely kind to people.
Why we could just not be working at this point if we charge for this.
I think we're quite a long way from that. Now, before we get started, let's do what we normally do. I'm going to do a couple of shout-outs to the people who make all these stories happen, even the ones that happen in the middle of the other ones. We get so much wonderful help from our supporters, and we are still stunned that you're out there joining us. But this time, I want to send a huge thank you to two people who just keep hitting it out of the park for us. The wonderful Mia Stegner, whose beautiful voice graces almost all of our songs. And the delightful Brenda Holiday, who is one of the first people to offer a voice to our show and continues to do so, especially in this episode. Ladies, do you want to shout anybody out? Caught you a bit by surprise. Look, all three of them have gone straight to their phones.
Sadie the Meatball.
Sadie Meatball.
No, Sadie the Meatball.
Yeah, Meatball fan. And has a dog called Meatball, if I'm not wrong.
Look, I just went straight for the name, but I just read the comment, and I'm so glad I chose this one. I caved and got unlimited underwear Patreon. Listening to new episode tomorrow. Oh, sorry. I thought she meant she bought a pair of unlimited underwear. Can we send her some?
I feel weird buying a bunch of underwear to send to women around the world. You know, seems wrong. There's so many things wrong. Maybe you can send it out.
Or something.
Yeah, maybe some socks.
Unlimited underwear Patreon. Just like, come on.
Yeah, but still, it will be. Look, if I end up in jail and everyone's like, "What's he in there for?" Sending women underwear to people.
Saying, "Are you ready to play?"
And everyone will go, "Yeah, checks out."
Okay, say the Meatball. Yay, we love you.
Morrigan. Sorry, Alana. I forget sometimes you're not your actual character.
Yeah. I am going to shout out Amanda Pants and Von Yammy over on Instagram, who both commented on the Clara Fang's art of you, Cory.
Yeah.
And they've both commented on your beard. Amanda Pants has said, "I was hoping a beard was attached to that voice." Cute.
It's a beardy sound.
And then Von Yammy has said, "I see we both wield the power of a beard."
Look, someone on there said I look like Pedro Pascal
vibe.
That one stayed with me for a while.
Yeah.
I may have looked in the mirror and said some Mandalorian things to myself. Ladies, are you, as confused as you are, ready to play?
Yes.
There's a world that lives between the lines, a place that some call home. A place that some call home. It's where we go when life is so unkind, where dreams and hopes still roam. Dreams and hopes still roam. With a splash of ink and words that rise across a well-worn page, you'll find a tale that hears your cries. It's timeless without age. Close your eyes and drift away to parts unknown or more. You'll never know what's left to say until you've heard it all.
She is amazing.
I know.
Just brava again.
I know. And you know what? You can find her Discord through a link on our Discord.
Oh,
if you-
really?
Yeah, we joined up today, actually, which is actually weeks ago now that you're listening to it. But we joined up to Mia's little Discord today, and you can get in there and listen to beautiful music. She's great.
She's got a great voice.
Does, and she really smashes our stuff, which I think is fantastic. Kaa'Riin.
Yeah.
You find yourself looking into seawater. And it's lapping across your hands as you kneel down from the edge of a trusted but rickety boat.
Yep. Oh, I'm on a boat.
You're in a boat.
Alrighty.
When the light hits just right and the water slows for a moment, you can see your reflection.
I'm beautiful. I'm stunning. I'm not stunning. Oh, damn it. I've done it again.
Your skin is darkened by years of exposure to sun and salt water.
Wrinkles.
And your face is lined with deep wrinkles that tell the story of a lifetime spent on the ocean. But your eyes are still bright and lively, and they sparkle with the joy of life, and the thrill of the catch, and the thought of what awaits at home. Your hand reaches for the necklace you wear, and for a moment you feel panic, before you remind yourself that the shiny bulb that normally hangs from your wife's gift is attached to your line, which suddenly jolts, and you latch out to your bending fishing rod. There's a catch to be made.
All right, I'm reeling it up.
All right, give me a strength check. Now, the thing is, you get your normal stats.
Yes. And I am strong. 7 + 3.
And the fish is getting further away.
It's a fucking fish. How hard can it be?
You don't even really know where you are. This thing could be massive. Let's see. This is going to take a few successes. If you get another failure, though,
Is she going to get eaten by a whale?
could be a
Oh my
whale.
gosh, it's Moby Dick.
I did not just rewrite Moby Dick.
I'm Ishmael, aren't I? I'm fucking
You
Ishmael.
are not Ishmael.
Call me Ishmael.
She's ish female.
No, you are indeed a male. You did recognise that.
Okay.
An old man, in fact.
All right, I'm rolling again.
Okay, give me another strength check. Unless you've got another way you could possibly do this.
Can I ask Douglas to tell him to come here?
No Douglas.
Douglas won't?
No Douglas.
I
No,
don't have any of my... Oh,
No.
I've only got skills.
no axe.
Okay.
Just throws the
skills.
axe again at the fish.
Harpoon.
I mean, the first episode was called Throw It Into the Sea, but, you know,
Yeah.
don't do that.
I've got good athletics.
Yeah, you're quite wily for an old fella.
I'm going to dive in. Oh, that's not athletics, is it?
That's not what fishermen do, though. I mean, I'm good for it. I haven't seen that move before.
She missed the training.
Oh, can I ask the fish to come here? I've got all my abilities, don't I?
Yeah.
All right.
I forgot you can talk to animals.
I'm going to talk to the fish. And be
Damn
like,
it.
Hey, I'm just an old man. Harmless. I just want to talk to you. Sorry for going about the wrong way with the bulb.
Like a lure.
Want to come up for a chat? I don't want to eat you. I'm fine. I ate before. Not fish. Sharks. You're a predator, I believe. Come over here so we can have a chat.
All right.
And I roll persuasion.
Give me a
At
persuasion check.
advantage.
Definitely not advantage.
Fish
I don't
are
think a
friends,
fish believes,
not food.
as you've caught it, that it's not going to get eaten. But maybe it does. Maybe it's never been caught before. How'd we go with that?
12 plus.
If you can crack 15, I'll let you have it.
Fuck off. I've only got 2. It's 14.
It's unfortunate. It's like I knew that before I said it. That's a shame. The fish does not change its mind, and that counts as another failure.
Okay.
And as that happens, the line snaps.
Can I still wild shape?
You haven't tried yet.
I'm trying. I'm going to turn into... Can I turn into ocean animals? No, I can. Remember I saved that one?
You can. You've got a bunch of stuff you can turn into.
No, not flying animals.
That's right.
Shit, hold on.
I think you can do like crocodile,
Well, I don't want to be too scary. I want to be like a
giant crocodile,
fucking frog.
deep sea frog.
I suppose something that's not as... What about a platypus?
Yeah.
Can platypuses go in? They
Aren't
can't.
they
They're
freshwater?
freshwater. Don't do that. Oh! I'm going to be a giant seahorse. That's so approachable.
That does seem.
It's the horse of the sea.
Yeah. Okay. And look, for interest's worth, a platypus can go into the salt water, but they choose not to live there.
Yeah.
I just looked that up.
You know, I didn't know platypus.
Sorry, that's something every Australian knows, as we all know as Australians.
Yeah, 100%. We know
100%.
everything. Also, did I learn here or did I learn somewhere else that platypuses are poisonous?
Indeed, they are.
I did not know that until very, very recently. I was like, sorry, fucking what?
Yeah, they got a little thing on the back of their feet.
Flickers?
On the flippery things.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know they had like a little
hook.
Yeah, a hook.
It's compulsory to be as an Australian animal to have some method that can just destroy the world.
Yeah.
I did not learn that in kindergarten.
We had a mouse under the house the other day. I swear it had a little red button next to it. That thing can nuke us all.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
It's a little like field mouse, and it's like, fuck you guys.
Okay, so turning into a beautiful giant seahorse and leaping from the boat.
Pink and purple shimmer.
Of course you are. In you go.
Okay.
Into the water. The other fish is...
Oh, I can actually shape wild shape. I can do it.
And also, yes, you did wild shape.
Yay. Okay, I'm in.
Unfortunately for the other two girls who are listening to this little bit of the episode, you don't know that your stuff's back yet, just because you have no idea what's happening to Kaa'Riin.
Yeah, okay.
Kaa'Riin into the water as a giant, beautiful seahorse.
I'm following the fish.
Yep. I don't know what a giant seahorse's top speed is, but I'm going to give it some oomph. Are you looking up giant seahorse top speed?
No. I thought maybe it'd have something there. If the seahorse moves at least 20 feet straight toward a target and then hits it with a ram attack on the same turn, okay, I don't want to do any of that.
You don't want to horse butt something?
I don't. I just want to... Like their smaller kin, giant seahorses are shy, colourful fish with elongated bodies and curled tails. Aquatic elves train them as mounts. Oh, there's aquatic elves?
Yes, there are. Are they in this story? No.
Oh. Okay, look, I'm just trying to get up to it. It says the seahorse can breathe only underwater, so I can't go back up. All right, I'm going to the fish, and I'm like, man, did you see that old guy just there?
Yeah.
Far out.
Give me a deception check straight away. At advantage, though, because you are a completely different being.
Okay.
Let's see if a fish falls for the old seahorse trick.
Did you see that? 14 is my highest.
Adding deception.
Oh, shit, it's -1, 13.
You're not a liar. You're just not a liar. But as a seahorse, I don't think it would have taken much to convince another sea being that you weren't an old man. So I'm going to say, the fish slows down.
Okay.
That's about all.
All right.
You're talking to a fish now.
Like, man, are you okay?
The fish is like, how come you can talk to me? You're a seahorse.
Can't we all talk to each other?
No, we all speak different languages down here. I'm very clearly tuna. I speak the language of my people, Tunanese. Tunisian.
No, John. I believe it's John West.
I'm like, man, I don't know what's going on. That is weird, huh?
Yeah.
But I noticed there's something in your mouth. Do you need help?
Yeah, this thing's stuck in my mouth. It's pretty awful.
Yeah, I can get that out.
I don't know. I was heading along. There's a shiny thing in the water, and you know what it's like.
I totally get it.
You see shiny stuff, you eat it.
100%.
Everywhere.
All day, every day.
We live, I don't know if you understand this, but as a fish, all you do all day long is just float around, and other stuff just floats towards you that's edible. Can you imagine these idiots above the water? Their food they've got to go get. It doesn't hover in the air. No, stupid idiots. Anyway, so this bit had a hook in it because that's who do that.
Oh, what a dick.
Yeah.
I was expecting you to start a rendition of Under the Sea.
I don't think we've got any songs this time around. I've managed to dodge the songs.
Well, man, I think it's weird that we're talking to each other. Like, I'm actually just as shocked as you are, to be honest. And let's process that while I get this hook out of your mouth. What do you reckon?
All right. I trust you. You. Yeah.
Okay.
Have a go. Yeah. See if you can yank it out. You've got two choices.
Yep.
No, the fish isn't saying this now. This is
I
me.
Yeah,
I would say you can either yank it out, strength check it,
Yeah.
or
I want to be
dexterity.
more finesse.
I don't know how much dexterity a seahorse
Well, like,
has.
I'm going to use my tail because it's curly.
Yeah, but have a look at your character there. Well, have a look at your seahorse stats and see what would benefit you, I guess.
Okay, so the highest modifier I have is dexterity, and it's a +2.
There you go. Let's see if you can yank this out with your seahorse
But with
tail.
finesse, I don't want to hurt it. I don't want to hurt you. I'm like, look, man, I'm going to use my tail on this. Don't worry, I've done this before.
Oh.
Yeah,
you're a dentist, are you?
Yeah, somewhat.
Oh, thank you, doctor. Where'd you graduate from?
Kethel University, under the sea.
Oh.
You know the sea, the Kethel Sea?
No.
Oh, well,
It's from far away, is it?
it's pretty far away.
Right, yeah.
But I'm a giant seahorse.
I've got a girlfriend from there, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like to talk about it, but yeah, my girlfriend is a long way away.
I might know her. What's her name?
Strangely, it's Karen.
It's Karen.
Karen and Sally.
Weird that my mother-in-law is named Karen.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh no, I haven't got the same
It's
person.
not the same
That'd be
person,
awkward.
that'd be awkward. That'd be so awkward.
Sally Carringenson.
Okay, all right, that's good. That's my bit of my dentist trick, actually. Just keep you talking.
Oh, okay. Oh! How'd you go?
Can I roll again?
Nope.
Please.
Nope.
Corey, I was distracted. Please let me
That's a
roll
shame.
again.
What'd you get?
A 3. Let me roll one more time.
Yeah, you go ahead and roll.
Doesn't matter. You're not going to let me have
You're
it.
absolutely right. I'm not going to let you
Okay,
have
so
it.
it's 5.
You try to dexterously pull out. You should have used some sort of anesthetic. You call yourself a fish dentist.
Yeah. Well, I'm not in my office, am I, at the moment?
No.
I was doing the best I can in the field.
Hurts
Which is
like hell.
42 Wallaby Way, Sydney.
I had to Google that. I knew it was Wallaby Way. It's very
I was
good.
like, I'm going to Google this just to make sure.
But in the moment of pain, the fish hightails it, bolts, and is out of here. Gone. Faster than you'll be able to catch. You
Okay.
missed your chance.
All right, well.
You do hear it on its way. It's talking to you. I don't even think there really is a place called Catholic University. There, I said it.
Like, why do you think you really got a girlfriend? From there.
Oh my God.
So,
You are so meeting Sally Manfringenson before this episode ends.
Don't worry, he's just a groper.
Meanwhile, strangely, back in the library, ladies, before you is hovering a beast that you have unquestionably never seen anything like before, except for about 20 minutes ago when you saw the other one, or about 30 seconds ago when you saw the other one. So you see a storm in front of you. This thing is
A
weather.
tempest?
some would
Another
say a tempest.
Some would. Shakespeare would call it a tempest. You have also just watched as Kaa'Riin has vanished.
Yeah, that was shocking. First, Freya disappears.
Yeah.
Now, Kaa'Riin disappears.
I know. See, it's not sus at all.
It's not us. It's not you. It's me.
Yeah.
It's not me. It's you.
Okay, I'm going to pick up the book and shake it and say, Kaa'Riin?
Very quietly. Kaa'Riin.
Kaa'Riin?
You nervously pick up the book and shake it and ask if Kaa'Riin's inside, and the book looks at you and says, "No, I'm Dewey." And then you are gone as well.
Oh, fuck!
Morrigan, you see the book fall to the ground again.
Fuck! I can't turn into a fish.
But you'll probably go into the boat.
We're into a different story. Fuck. You should have told me that before I grabbed the book.
I've now seen 2 of my friends touch this book and disappear. I'm not going near it. That just seems logical.
Excellent. Then roll initiative.
I think you're going to fight something on your own, babes.
Well, I have an exit plan.
That book if I need it.
Oh, yeah.
All right. 18. 19.
Oh, come
Nice.
Plus
on.
1.
I was so happy with my 15.
Plus 1.
Morrigan, you will go first against the
Stormy.
spirit of wind.
Stormy. Okay. Wind. What does wind not like?
Well, if only you'd picked up the other clue, that would have been very easy to understand.
Black beans.
Lentils.
What is wind not like? Good fibre.
For spell purposes, does this thing count as a creature?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, cool. Just checking.
Yep,
And I get to go first.
you do.
This seems counterintuitive, but I'm hoping it'll do something. Oh, no, it's probably stupid.
Nothing stupid. I just grabbed a book. And now I'm in it.
Oh, fuck it. Let's try. I have lightning bolt.
Okay.
And I was like, a storm and give it a taste of its own medicine.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, okay.
That made sense to me in the moment.
Yeah.
Try and outstorm it.
Outstorm it, yeah. You think you're mad, bitch? I'll show you.
And it's just like a little zap.
See what you got. Let's see what you got.
So this is a stroke of lightning blast out from me in a direction.
Yeah.
It's actually a dexterity saving throw on your end, 15.
Yeah, he makes that. Let's just say he dodges that very easily because his dexterity is 20.
Oh,
This is the fastest thing you've seen, and you've seen Freya steal stuff.
jump in the book. Yeah.
Well, you could if it was still your turn.
Yeah, it's not my turn.
Well, you
anymore.
attacked. You can move.
To the book.
He just tried to lightning bolt it, and it just went. It just sort of slid to the side. You know, it just moved its belly aside as the bolt went past. It didn't even move the rest of its bulk.
Okay.
It's mostly wind at this stage.
Okay.
Okay. Unknown death in book. Known death in storm fight.
All you know is it dodges well. I mean, everything about it could be abysmal.
All right. Yeah, I'll just stick out and see what happens.
All right. Well, now it's his attack.
Yep. My corpse might fall on the book.
So many options. The first thing it does is cast Slam, and that's the incredible amount of wind just rushes towards you and lifts you up and throws you straight down on the ground. And that is a 22 to hit against your armor class.
Literally double my armor class.
Good to know, says the wind. And then does 14 points of damage.
Ooh.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, okay.
This boat ain't looking so bad after all.
You don't know it's a boat.
And then swoops towards you, takes one of its legendary actions, swoops straight towards you at incredible speed, and then vanishes. The air goes still.
Huh?
The air goes still. It's gone for the moment.
The calm before the storm.
I dive towards the book and say, "Take me too."
The book has a name, actually. It is Dewey, the Dewey Decimator.
Yes, but it would feel very inappropriate to scream out, "Decimate me."
And nonetheless, as you hit it, you vanish.
Excellent.
All three of you have now touched this book. In fact, one of you is already in there living a story. And the rest of you are in there now too.
Same story?
I think so.
Chapter 1, My Island Home. Look left, you'll find the water there, a smoothly flowing sea. Look right, again you'll find no land, an ocean there will be. Before you, only water bounds, to horizon far beyond. Behind the lapping tide still sounds, but here's where you belong. So look beneath for solid ground, ask riches from the depths. Beware the wrath of those who've drowned, and learn a life of length and breadth.
Uh-huh. Okay, so there's nothing but ocean. We want ground. We go to the ground with their scary dead people waiting to get us.
It's one way to look at it.
What's the other way?
No, the way you looked at it was pretty accurate. Stacey, as you bring your catch back from the ocean, and yes,
who's Stacey?
You, exactly. It's true at this stage. That's what it is. You find yourself admiring your home. Houses built from driftwood, gathered from the sea and shaped into sturdy abodes, rise high above the waves on stilts. There are thin bridges of wooden planks that connect the homes, creating a labyrinthine network that allows the villagers to traverse the village with ease. Your people are a proud and hardy mob, accustomed to life on the ocean and the dangers that come with it. They are expert fishers, casting their net into the waters below or using spears and bringing in a bounty of exotic fish and sea creatures.
Oh shit, I'm a seahorse. They're about to get me.
I assume you got in back. You couldn't breathe if you stayed at the seahorse, so you probably, when you got back in the boat.
The seahorse can breathe underwater.
Yeah, but did you get back in your boat or you're going to tow your boat?
I never said. I didn't get a chance to say.
But I'm going to ask you right now, do you want to drag your boat back as a seahorse? Or do you want to turn back into
I'm going back in my boat. Pretty disappointed in myself.
I like the idea of you deciding to get out of the water as the seahorse, though.
No, I'm turned back into me. I'm all wet and I'm just like, oh, I'm so disappointed in me. Now my people will starve.
Yeah, well, you had other things, just a smaller catch. It was the big catch of the day. You've gone back as one of those people who says, the big one got away. It was this big.
Oh, it's fucking huge.
It was massive. The people that you're coming back to, though, are very good at watching for dangers from the deep, including things like rogue waves, hostile creatures from the beneath, and endless horizons of water. Despite their dangers, the villagers here are a happy and tight-knit community. They gather in the central square to dance and listen to stories when the moons bring the right light. And tonight is such a night.
Oh, I was hoping you'd say that.
Indy.
Yeah.
You.
Yeah.
No.
No, we're not us anymore. We're our real names.
You don't know what you are yet. All I had said so far is you are.
Okay.
Indy, you are sitting on a chair made from driftwood.
Am I drinking rum?
You can have a little bit of rum, sure. Surrounded by members of the village. It looks like they're here to see you. In the distance, you see your husband bringing in the catch from the day.
Is he hot?
He's old. He calls out.
Hey, baby! Hot. Hi.
He sounds like that for some reason. He calls out, I'll be there in a moment, Eli.
Couldn't have thought of a better name.
E-line.
All right, he calls out, I'll be there in a moment, you bitch. You cranky fart.
All right, E-line.
E-line.
It's like a fishing line, electronic, like E-line.
It's here. It's a very well-respected name.
It's
Oh, I'm changing everyone's names to worse things now. Some of the
I didn't
villages...
say anything.
Too bad, Javomph. You're Javomph.
Devlin. Good job, guys.
You know, just Devon. I never thought Devon was a good name. It's too meat-related. So,
All I think is the bald patch here.
what do you mean? You're pointing at the back of your head, but what do you mean?
Devon patch. Like the Devon, when men get like that bald patch
Their
there.
Devon patch.
Friar Tuck.
It's a circle of meat, is what you're saying.
Because it looks like it. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. Ew.
Well,
Can I be Kenneth?
your husband now has a circle of meat at the back of his head.
He's got a Devon.
Some of the villages before you are young women, Eline, almost ready themselves to join the hunt. One is playing with her golden hair, checking its strong braid in the mirror, and as she turns her head, you can see your own reflection, and a thin smile of a woman greets you. You see your own strength and courage in the wrinkles near the edges of your eyes. The rest of your skin is sun-kissed, yet to succumb to the ages regardless of your years, for you are most certainly not young like those before you. You wait for silence, and then you read.
Chapter 3. The Drowned. Listen closely, one and all. I have a tale to tell of oceans deep and souls excised, then dragged beneath the swell. Not lost, of course, their eyes still stare from far beneath the wave, like blackened pearls that never blink and hearts too dark to save. Now, children dear, don't gaze too long. The drowned know what they seek. A soul replaced will grant them leave from weight of anchors deep.
Nope, absolutely not.
Nope.
Don't look at them. Don't gaze too long. They're not getting our soul to replace them. Fuck those guys.
The story, nonetheless, was engaging and engrossing to the people. They love hearing your stories. It would appear that you are some sort of storyteller. They gather just to hear you. Unfortunately, rain begins to fall, and it doesn't take long before you realize that there is a storm forming. A very serious storm. And in your part of the world, unfortunately, this is common. The wind and everything like that can change just so quickly. Within moments, it is hailing. And not just hail like we're used to. We're talking sharp shards falling from the sky, ripping in. People are screaming. Parts of the deck is shattering. Eileen.
E-line.
Eline. I think it was meant to be Eileen.
Well, you said E-line.
So it's Eline
And we all
now.
hated it. Eileen would have been fine.
That would have made more sense. What would you like to do?
Is there like a council where I can change my name here?
The first thing you're worried about is getting a name change.
Yes, a line. Would have been. It's fine.
I've dealt with it.
Shards. Don't love that. Okay. Well, how much rum's left in my cup?
A massive piece of ice splashes straight into your cup and you've got barely any left.
Oh, I'll get the bottle and then I'm going to get a shelter.
You're not going to help anybody else?
Guys, let's go.
She's like, let's go waste it in some shelter. Until this is all over.
Kids, come with me. There are children. There are people who look like they're worse in condition than you. Much older.
Have they got 2 legs and a heartbeat?
Such an Aussie, like.
Tell your story, fucking walking, mate.
Left foot, right foot, the body will follow.
The body will follow.
Oh, fine. I'll help the kids.
Okay.
I'm sure they'll be useful
Well,
later.
there's
That's
a
in your
range of-
soul.
That's
do
a
that.
range of different ages. But yeah, okay, you can help some of the kids. How are you going to do that?
I'm going to ask them to hold my hand.
Oh,
That's a bit
Yeah.
cute.
oh.
And the rum.
Kids hold the rum. In the village, the
Don't
children start
spill
early.
it.
You give it to little Lauret.
It's heaps cuter than Eline.
Lauret says, God, I have a lovely name. My mum gave me that name. Who the hell gave you your name, Eli?
A dick master.
Mum hasn't talked about dick mastering yet. I'm only just 15. Ooh. But yes, how are you going to get them home? Just going to get everyone to hold your hands?
Yeah. Come on, guys. Let's go.
Back to your place. Okay.
back to the shack.
You're not going to drop them off in different locations?
Well, I feel like this is happening now.
Okay.
I don't really want to go to the phone book and find their addresses. I feel like the shards are here.
All right, you run straight.
Shards here.
You run straight past one telephone booth with a very clear telephone book sitting inside it from the 1980s for some reason, and get back to your little hut. And you've got everyone in there, and they're scared. Some little ones there, and some of the older ones are trying to help out.
Great.
They're terrified.
I say, give me your finger, and I dip their finger in the rum. Just rub that on your gum.
She's absolutely right. That is an old wives' tale.
Oh my
it
God.
works perfectly.
You'll be right now, sweetie.
Can I just ask?
Wow.
Is Freya is Indy aware that she's Freya in someone else's body, or is she this person?
That's up to her at this stage.
okay.
She's seen, all she's seen so far is a mirror that made it look like she was someone else. But yeah, it does seem like very much like Freya's methods of raising children in the past has mostly involved alcohol. So this sounds like a Freya solution.
True.
Yep, Freya solution.
And she does only care about the children in her other life.
That's true. Well,
Kinda.
the storm's smashing around outside, but inside the hut they are very sturdy, and you feel quite safe.
America's beverage companies are investing in America. We're American companies, making American products with American workers in America's hometowns. We're local bottlers and manufacturers, operating in all 50 states, employing more than 275,000 Americans in good-paying jobs, delivering for the nation, because we believe in the promise of America and the people who make it great. Learn more at WeDeliverForAmerica.org, paid for by the American Beverage Association.
Imagine this. The best pasta sauce you have ever tasted sits abandoned on a plate. Wasted sauce. That is a tragedy. If only you had used Barilla al Bronzo pasta. Its bronze-cut texture holds your sauce and scoops up every last drop. The Italians call that scarpetta. Capture sauce the Italian way. Barilla al Bronzo. Click or tap the banner to find out more.
Choice Hotels get you more for your money so you can maximize any road trip. Let's get real close to hear the maximum sizzle of Comfort Inn's free hot breakfast. Maximized. Check into more. Book direct at choicehotels.com.
Now, when you get home, your husband is there.
Mine.
Yeah.
I hear ya.
You again. It is.
You're still here?
It is. Well, it says here it's a loving relationship, but I guess maybe less than I thought. Look, when you do get in, you notice straight away that your husband is already home. He got home without saving people. And that's your husband, Jaloux.
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 How would I spell that?
I really don't know. You probably have to ask
Sorry,
your-
Ja?
Ja me pel.
Jaloux.
Yeah.
Jaloux.
And Jaloux has the necklace on that you gave him quite some time ago, but the talisman that dangles from it, the very shiny talisman, is already missing. It's gone. You notice that straight away. Don't give me a look like that. I'm not dobbing on you. This is what's happened. Unfortunately, Jaloux is not wearing the talisman anymore, the one that you gave them as an important gift.
What dog?
And
Did you give it
Jaloux,
away?
you've noticed that, unfortunately, Eline, well, maybe not unfortunately, you love kids, but Eline seems to have brought home children all over the place. And the storm's, smashing outside, so you know why, but it still seems weird. Engage.
What the fuck are all these kids doing in my shack?
I can get rid of them.
Oh, you're drunk again.
Kids.
Oh, Eline,
Kids.
for fuck's sake. Here we go again.
I don't want to tell you how much you're derailing my story right now, which was about a loving relationship of two caring people, and it's turned into two drunks. One who's not even drinking, just permanently.
Honey, will you be happier if I get rid of the kids?
Dear Lord.
Wait, so I wanted kids?
You can change that. Your story. I'm happy to go with this.
I know. I feel like you kind of set some foundations here.
So your story.
We can keep two. The rest have to go.
Okay.
Pick your favourite.
All right, guys, line up. Which one? All right, I don't like you. Go.
They're not your kids.
Give it.
Aren't their parents dead?
No, they're just not in your hut right
Kids, your parents are dead.
now. No, they're just. The children start crying. All of them, because you didn't even say which ones.
Kidding. Have a sip of this.
Oh.
Make all the pain go away.
This is why they didn't have kids.
Yeah.
Even though the storm is raging outside, some of the parents are already at your door knocking because they know what's going on inside. They're like, no, I'll take her now. I know it's dangerous. It's less dangerous out here.
Yeah. Okay, all right, which one's yours?
So she takes 4 of them.
How many have you got left?
It's fine. I'll get them all off. They've still got 8 kids left.
Jesus Christ.
Holy hell.
Fucking hell, you really done it this time, Eli.
I'm sorry. So that gift, that talisman.
Great gift. Love that gift.
Really? Or is it in the
special.
sea? Is it in the sea?
Eli, you're wasted. I would never put it in the sea. It's somewhere safe.
I'm only at 70% capacity. I know. In my head, I'm sober.
I could drive. If we had cars on this world.
It's just always this way with you, Elon. It's next to my bed in the drawer.
Oh, okay. Go and get it.
Well,
Wow.
I can't because there's all these kids in the way.
That's lying 101 right there. Never say where it is.
True story. It's also a true story. I lost my engagement ring for like 3 months. And George's like, where's your ring? And I go, like, it's in the bedside table. Don't worry about it. Like, don't stress. And then one day he goes, let's just go get it. I'm like, it's fine. It's there. So then I had to do this whole big like, oh my God, it's not there. Crazy. I thought it was there. Anyway, so I guess I was drawing on my real experiences for this one.
So you head into the... I don't know why your hut has an extra room, but you have an extra room in your hut for the bedroom. I just assumed... in my head originally they were just one-off huts, but no, they're quite elaborate. They've got extra rooms.
I'm like, great, let's go. Let's go to the drawer.
Yeah. Call that bluff a little bit longer.
Come on, let's go to the drawer.
In we go. Kids, wait there.
Wow, that's weird.
Oh, yeah. Close the door.
Mummy and Daddy have got some discussions to have. Yeah, what happens next?
Aren't you going to paint the time where we see the drawer? Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, sure. Okay, I'll do an elaborate version of the drawer. In the corner, there's a side table, and it has a drawer. Back to you, Eddie.
So I'm actually going to try and pull in the drawer, but I'm going to like pretend it's like not opening. You know what I mean? Like, oh, the storm and the moisture in the air, it's like sealed it. Oh my God, I can't. I'm not as strong as I used to. No, it's not opening, babe.
Honey, I'll give it a crack.
No, give me a deception check on that one. Let's see how that goes.
These are new dice, so hopefully they got some good juju on them. Yeah, so 14 minus 1. 13.
Right. I think that she's not going to fall for this.
13 is pretty high.
That's pretty
she's
good.
Drunk.
But she's
She's
a little drunk.
Wiser when she's drunk too.
She's just more likely not
She's
to
got a
believe
sixth
anything
sense.
at this stage. But I think you don't fall for it.
I'm quite aware, I think.
You've seen this shit before.
I've seen it before.
Oh my God, let it go, Elon. I swear to God. You know what? Kids, are you hungry? You hungry?
Yes.
They're hungry, Eli.
Yes.
We don't have time for this shit. We don't have time for your shit. You've brought 12 kids home, now 8. And we've got to go feed the kids. And lucky for you, there's some fish in the freezer. So let's get cooking.
Fish fingers.
Fish fingers. Kids love those
The
things.
fish here actually have fingers. It's creepy.
Ooh.
You let that sit for a bit longer than you. I'm picturing that.
I was watching it. I didn't like it. Like frog legs. I don't know why people would eat them.
I don't like it.
Do they have arms and hands or just fingers hanging off their bodies?
The end of the fins.
Into
They
the
just go a little bit
fins.
longer into
Okay.
fins.
Nature's weird, man.
I did forget what we were doing.
Sorry, yeah, so
Feeding the kids.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
fish fingers. I was like, come on, Eli, let's go. These kids are hungry.
Okay.
Yes, when you say food to a drunk person, that diverts them every single time.
All right. I'll get some blankets and some cushions, and kids find a cozy spot.
Yep, good old-fashioned slumber parties with these storms out.
Not
It's
in
gonna be
Mummy
all
and
right,
Daddy's
kids.
bed, though.
No, that's right. That's right, Elon. We still got it.
Okay,
Lana,
kids.
you'll get that when you're older.
Cover your ears, kids.
Laura, don't tell your mum.
They've all just got these very wide eyes. Yeah, the kids find little comfortable spots and head off to sleep. And you do head off the room. Maybe you whisper to them as you go, and kids, if anybody finds the talisman, there's a reward, you know.
Bottle of rum.
All right, so we go to bed. I'm like, hey, Eli, babe.
Oh, no, this is where we fade to black.
No, I think it's
Fading to black.
sorry, I'm still very much a woman. I want to unpack our argument.
All right, well, you're a man in this story.
But I'm still me, aren't I?
Yeah.
Oh, you can pee.
Wait, I had a friend ask me if I was a male for one day, what would I do? And I was like, go get a promotion? What do you reckon? Okay, so, Eline, I'm sorry about our fight before.
Me too.
I love you a lot. You know that, don't you?
I know. I love you too.
I think I've got to be honest with you, though. Talisman's not in the drawer.
Oh, I fucking knew it. I mean, it's okay.
Okay.
It's okay.
Well, I really need us to be in a safe space right now if you want me to share with you.
Absolutely.
So what happened was, as you know, I'm a great provider.
You are?
And so I was out fishing and I needed a lure and I thought it might be good luck. And so I used it and I caught a giant fish, but then...
How big?
And my hands just keep expanding out, like, about yay big.
A whopper.
And it just keeps going. It was a whopper.
You're just waiting for her eyes to react. Is this big enough until her eyes go, yeah, okay.
When are you impressed? My eyes outstretched. You know, I was really special and I promised tomorrow I'll turn into a dolphin and I'll go looking for it.
But Jalu?
Yeah, babes.
Hubby darling?
Yeah, sweets.
Dolphin, you say?
Dolphin. That's it, babe. You know, babe, I've always said that about you. You do great dolphin impressions.
Thank you.
That's why I fell in love with you in the first place.
Thank you. A woman of the sea.
I like what I see.
Fading to black.
So how would one turn into a dolphin?
You know, great question. I've probably had time to unpack that since we got back. We got the storm and everything.
Yep.
Don't know, just can. You know what, now that we talk about it, that is odd. That is odd.
That's not that usual.
Well, I don't know if it was brought on by stress.
At the time, I just went with it.
Yeah, I was so stressed.
I mean, who wouldn't go with it?
You're not wrong.
If you turn into a dolphin, I'd be like, oh, fuck yeah.
I'm going to go as far with this as I can until I'm no longer a dolphin. This makes sense. Yep, checks out.
So stressed I was, babe, when I lost my lure that I prayed to the gods above and I figured they would just give me away. You know, they weren't going to give it to me easy. They weren't like, oh, bam, here's your lure. You know, the Lord's work in mysterious ways and all that jazz. I haven't had time to unpack that. I don't know if I could do it again, though. Hold on a second. I'm just like squeezing my face like I'm constipated, like,
but you're not in water.
Strangely, you now have a dolphin lying next to you in bed.
I'm just getting a drink bottle and pouring it on her.
And it's the rum.
Sorry, fish don't drink rum, do they?
And then I turn back.
Wow. And now I start to question my own mind. I go, okay, this feels strange to me. My body feels strange.
Yeah, this is strange. You know what? I actually can't remember how we met.
Me either. I know that we're madly in love.
Madly.
Who the fuck are these children, though?
Who are these children?
All right. You know where I've seen this before?
Oh, wait, Star Trek.
Strangely.
But I feel complicated and confused. But I feel like I've seen this before, where somebody in front of me has turned into an animal.
Yeah, you know, and I feel connected to you.
Yes.
I know that I love you, doll. I know that I feel close. Something ain't right.
That's right.
All right, doll. Well, let's clock out. It's been a big day.
Yeah.
All right. 3 kisses.
Are you those people who have the 2 beds that are actually separate by just enough? I would have loved it if you didn't turn out to being a dolphin first. Just a couple of quick dolphin
She's
kisses.
She's just pouring water on me all night. That's love.
Indeed, that is love. And we cut across to Morrigan and her place. And
Me?
You're worried because your daughter hasn't come home.
Oh.
It's not unusual in your village in many ways for other people to help out, look after each other, but because of the storm, of course, you're just concerned. This is your daughter. She's about 15, and in this place, 15 is quite young. 16 is when they have their coming of age and do what's called the hunt, the ritual of the child.
Do my daughter and I have tattoos?
There are no tattoos in this world.
Okay. Are there phones?
There is a phone booth, yes. For some reason, there was a phone booth before. No, we don't really have phone.
Oh, God. I was like, what?
Out at sea in the middle of nowhere, but they have got telecommunications. No, they don't. There's no contact like that. You hear a knock at the door.
Ooh.
And there's an old friend. You call her Eline. She hates it, but, you know, you call her Eline.
Lonnie! Is the rum gone? Is that why you're here?
It's 9 o'clock the next morning. She's bringing home
the
the
rum
children.
never stops.
The rum was still going. and she's dropping off your daughter. That was Lauret.
Thank you so much. I was so worried about her.
Mm.
Are you okay?
She's slightly drunk.
Yeah.
This doesn't faze me. I'm used to Lani's attitudes. She's always got a bottle of rum in hand.
She's got 4 or 5 kids behind them. And
Your daughter had a great sleep.
all the kids behind also look like they're still a little bit dopey.
What I really enjoy is that for a couple of years there, Indy in her actual life was a nanny.
And yet she never has a solution that involves being nice to children.
Is informed by her past experience.
That is true.
Yeah,
if
remember
you're listening
looking
now,
nanny?
I never gave alcohol to the kids. Rose is safe.
I hug my daughter. I ask her if she's okay. I check her over for injuries.
Mom, I'm nearly old enough now for the hunt. Why can't you just give me some space, okay? I'm mature. I can handle things.
I can get drunk.
You will always be my baby girl.
Oh, you see that she's carrying a spear, and this upsets you because she's not meant to be doing that yet.
You know that you're not allowed to do this. You know that you will get the opportunity. I don't know why you want to grow up so quickly.
Because I'm better than anyone else at it.
Yes, and I'm sure that you will be, but at the moment...
It's not will be, Mum. I'm that good now. They've told me that I can do the hunt a year earlier than everyone else.
Well, unless I see it in writing, I'm not letting you go.
We don't write things down here.
Where do you think paper's coming from? There's no trees.
We need all the wood. All of it's driftwood. It's just no. And you hear Elon outside going, ugh, paper, next you want books. I'm the storyteller around here, okay? Come on, kids, have a swig. Let's go.
Elon, do you want some help getting those children home, darling?
Nah.
Oh.
She's so rough. And I thought I described the most beautiful, elderly woman. Another Helen Mirren sort of style thing going on. And now we've got over here, we've got Kaa'Riin.
Quite the contrast.
maybe it's more of a Sheila.
Yeah.
Sheila.
She's a Sheila. So
weathered.
Eli/Sheila heads off, hopefully back to take the kids. Hopefully off to take the kids.
Yeah, I'll take the kids.
Where
Take the rest.
Home?
Where are you taking them?
I'll just do the drop around the village.
See, Heart of Gold.
It's like a conga
A little
line.
bit.
Heart of Gold / rum. Your daughter is quite upset.
What about the rum?
And she looks at you and says, Carmen,
Oh, Jesus.
I think it's maybe time for you to step back. Let me grow up.
You know what? Go ahead.
Did that bitch just call you by your first name?
She did.
Go ahead and grow up. Go hunt things. Enjoy your life.
Thanks, Mum. And she's out the door. I knew you'd come around.
By the way, I was being sarcastic.
Yeah. Love you, Mum, Carmen.
I like her.
At least she said she loves me, I guess.
And she takes a swig from her bottle of rum. Pretty much we've got...
I walk over to... Do I have a husband here?
You're a single mum. No. Your husband was lost a few years ago to the sea.
Okay, I don't look up. I look out to the sea, and I'm like, damn you got out easy.
No wonder everyone here is drinking. There's so much to move on from. So you hear nothing but the sad, hollow sound of the wind going across the waves.
And a tear rolls down my cheek, and I remember the good times.
Oh, you remember Dale?
Oh, ew.
Dale.
Yeah.
Dale's the ex-husband. Well, not ex-husband. He didn't. It was a tragedy. He was lost at sea while fishing. It's not uncommon around
I'm
here.
picturing Moana, but like now with alcohol.
I'm picturing Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Pirates of the Caribbean is just a Moana with alcohol. It's the best review of that movie I've ever heard. Look, time passes in this village, and just a few more weeks and months go by. Not a long time. Well, just the day-to-day sort of stuff continues happening. Lauret continues coming and going, always sort of being a little bit defiant. One day, Lauret rolls up and says, Mum, they've accepted me. I'm going in the hunt. She actually calls you Mum. Says she calls you Mum, so she's starting off strong. But then she says to, and she is holding a spear. And they're quite sturdy things, very sharp at the end.
It's taller than her because she's too young.
It is definitely taller than her. She's a good 5'5", tops 5'5".
She's taller than me.
And the spear is a good 8.
What's 5'5"?
Jesus.
In centimetres?
At 165.
Perfect.
I was pretty mad actually this week because there were 2 packets of banana paddle pops, no rainbow, 2 packets of banana paddle pops left in the freezer, but they were too far back for me to reach.
I'm so sorry, Alana.
I didn't want to laugh, but that is hilarious.
Is this close?
Just imagine you like
to climbing the shelves. I was like, I can't do that.
This is 2 feet dangling over the freezer. I'm just here for my banana paddle pops.
I end up locked in.
But what you're saying, if they were rainbow paddle pops, you would have gone in?
I might have.
They are better.
They are.
Why do they even make banana ones anymore?
Oh, they're pretty good. I like the banana ones.
They're smaller now too, I swear to God.
They are.
They're tiny. They're like little flat discs.
The times they
And they
are
got rid of the
changing.
blue and the rainbow, which makes them not as good.
Well, I didn't notice that. With my colour blindness.
But why not?
It comes up from time to time. It's mostly paddle pop related. Anyway, what were we doing?
My child,
sorry,
8-foot spear.
She's got an 8-foot spear and I'm holding some chocolate ice cream. She's trying to smooth things over. You're annoyed because it's not rainbow.
A single tear is rolling down my face, but I kind of turn that side of my face away from her a little bit so she doesn't see, because I know that she'll just see that I'm guilting her. And I'm not trying.
She doesn't care. She says, Mum, I think I should use Dad's spear.
It didn't go down with him?
No, they found the spear.
I think that would sink and the husband would float.
I'm no scientist, but I agree.
It's got a little bauble on the end that makes it float. Otherwise, every time these guys throw a spear, they're like, if they miss, they're like, oh.
Yeah. Back to the carving.
That's 6 more weeks.
Gotta go cure the wood.
Look, I did have to think this through because, if they're harpooning things and they don't actually have rope, because you've really only got wood. And I was like, there's no bark or anything for you to go weave stuff with, so there's no rope here. So yeah, baubles. Floating baubles.
I take a deep breath and I look at my daughter and
She hands you the chocolate ice cream.
Thank you.
Timed it beautifully.
And I see my husband's eyes staring back at me, and I look at her and I say, look, Laura, I know that I haven't been the most supportive, and you're right, your dad would want you to have his spear.
Thanks, Mum. And off she goes. No, she grabs the spear, but she doesn't quite get out the door.
Please don't be in a rush to join your father. Come back to me.
Oh, nice. That's a nice line. I like that.
That's
you see,
sad.
she's facing away from you when you say this. So she's in the doorway. You basically have the silhouette of her.
We're sitting there crying. I handed the bottle of rum.
For some reason,
Take a swig.
Oh, that was fucking beautiful.
They go where the entertainment is.
sitting outside the door for no reason. The light comes through from the doorway, so it creates like a silhouette over her. You don't really see any of her facial expression because she's facing away, but you do see her shoulders drop as you mention him. And then you see them lift again. She takes a deep breath and she whispers, "Thanks, Mum." And off she goes. That would have been a thanks, Carmen. If you
Yeah.
Thanks, Carmen. And she would have done it anyway. But she didn't.
Mum. I look over at a picture of my dear departed Dale.
Who I should remind you. Oh, no, not Dale. No, Jalou has a Devon patch in his head. courtesy of Indy, who said that you would have a Devon patch.
Sorry. You're married to me, so.
Anyway, so I look at this photo of my dear departed husband, my daughter's eyes staring back at me, and I smile a little bit and I say, "Did you hear that, Dale? She called me Mum again." Aww. Here to make you cry, bitches.
And it feels like you hear whale song going through the room.
And they're waving with their hands.
The day of the hunt arrives, and as the sun rises over this vast expanse of ocean that surrounds you, there's a nice warm golden glow that ripples across the bays. And there are boats lined across the outside of your village today, and they're long boats, and there's lots of people sitting inside them with paddles, and you are being asked to come out and join them because this is something the entire village does. It's the day of the hunt.
Can I see my daughter here?
She's already on a boat and she's standing at the front. You know, the people who stand at the front of the boat who mightily sort of like proudly crash into the
I
waves.
guess we're just going to go watch the show, aren't we?
Yeah.
No, everyone in town goes.
Yeah, we're going.
So you pick a boat.
Oh, okay. I reckon Eline is like some kind of drunk captain. Like, she's got her own boat.
Yeah.
Eline has her own boat. She's drunk as hell. It's stashed full
the
of
party boat.
autumn root. It's like it's like the chill old lady. I've had enough of your shit boat.
She's at the back. You know, at the Olympics when there's one who has to go stroke.
Yes.
That's her.
She's like smoking a joint. She's like, look, yeah, you can take the boat. I mean, I ain't rowing it though.
I'm not rowing it. That's what you're here for.
Yeah.
Right? Thing doesn't power itself.
Sorry, I'm just having a thought, and I can't remember what the song is.
I would love it if she's singing as well. She's just
No, there is a song, and I cannot
shout it,
remember.
Row, row, row your boat. You heard it. Fucking row it.
Row my boat. We're not there to really hunt. We're just there to like kick back on the boat and be like, eh.
You're gonna have to row a bit. Only one person gets to yell stroke. You can't have 15 women in the boat yelling stroke.
I'll row.
You are the man.
Oh, very patriarchal world, this one.
I mean, you watched the town
Is it-
drunk. I think you're used to doing all the
And I
work.
love her.
She's also the one in charge. So I'd say
you're
not
right.
necessarily patriarchal. She's telling you to stroke.
I'm like, yes, sweetie. She's telling me to stroke, is she?
She is.
She's telling me to stroke. Do you even fucking listen to yourself anymore?
I try not to. I try not to for obvious reasons. I can't even order breakfast anymore without someone going, oh, hello. You want them eggs scrambled, do you? And I say, no, fertilised. Thank you.
Good night.
Anyway, then they go, do you even hear yourself? And I'm like, I heard that one. The trouble fishing party is gathering at the shore. They push their longboats off from the village and you all set out to sea.
Chapter 5 The Hunt. Trust the sea. It knows your name. It knows beyond your skin. It measures depth from darkness deep. It finds what drifts within. So young we are when we first sail, when we first test our mettle. Naive and free, or bound to fear. In life we should not settle. But many do, and many fade, and many die with weights that drag us to the waiting sea and seal our mortal graves.
At the base of each longboat is a bellower. That's the person who calls out. They're bellowing.
Oh, I used to be a bellower.
Bellower tells the rowers when to row.
Oh, yeah. I used to be the person who'd sit in the front of the boat and make the call.
Yeah, you should have then.
At the bow, pushing through the ocean spray, are the lancers. Today, these are the young women hoping to become key members of their tribe through meeting the needs of the ritual. They carry a long wooden harpoon or a fancily adorned, as much as you can with the equipment they've got, fancily adorned spear, and their eyes are scanning across the sea for signs of prey. As the village vanishes beyond the horizon, the fishermen spot a flash of silver in the turbulent water ahead, and the hunt begins. Now, ladies, there are 3 positions available here for this challenge.
Reverse cowgirl.
Missionary me on the bottom. I'm too tired.
I'll be a starfish.
That's why you've got the bald patch.
Starfish. I'm keeping with the theme.
Under the sea theme.
Now I'm really disappointed with how innocent sounding this game is, because it's called row, throw, or bellow. It's much. Yeah, we just lost our PG rating for sure. But there are 3 different
I
roles.
don't think we've ever had one.
All right, fair enough.
Since Indy dropped the C-bomb and we lost a bunch of listeners.
I'm really sorry about that.
I honestly think that's my favourite thing, is that we really do have a dip. For those listening at home, wherever you are, we had the moment where Indy threw out the C-bomb. We bleeped it, and yet we still lose about a third of our audience.
Bleeped it after it happened.
I kind of got it right. Yeah,
We
anyway.
didn't think people were going to care
Cracks
that
me
much
up.
because as Australians we don't.
We
It's
do
part
not.
of the vernacular.
No.
It does come out.
How else are you supposed to order paddle pops? Anyway, there are 3 roles: the rower, the thrower, or the bellower. Here's how this one works. The bellower. Who would like to be the person who's yelling things out?
Me.
Yeah, you did already ditch that one. Yeah.
All right, she never fucking stops yelling.
So you will roll 1d20 and a d6.
I keep forgetting we're married. And then it kicks in and I go, oh, yeah, that's a good one.
I keep trying to forget we're married. You will roll, when it's your turn, 1d20 and a d6, and you can use a whole bunch of different skills to try and convince the people inside your longboat to row. So you could intimidate them, persuade them, or deceive them. For every number you roll above a 15, you can add them or subtract them to your d6. So you'll be able to pick what number that 6-sided dice is. The rower also rolls a d20 and a d6. And the d20 is just to see if you succeed on some sort of dexterity or strength check because you're rowing. For every number above 10, you can gain a point that you can use on your second roll. That's your D6. And your job is to try and get the same number. Because she's calling stroke and you're trying to match the time in a row. If you can get that number to be the same. The thrower will then get a chance to actually throw their weapon. What they get to do is throw the number of D6 that equals the number you guys matched on. So if you guys choose to match on 6, which is slightly harder to do because you've got to beat your numbers by more, then they'll get to roll 6d6, and that number will decide whether or not they hit a large enough fish.
If they don't match?
You get 1d6.
Okay.
You want to match.
This feels like a lot of math.
I was like, I don't know about this. It's a lot of math, a lot of numbers.
There are other boats, and you've got to try and beat them.
Okay. Are we all on the same team?
Do you want to be the rower or the thrower?
There's a lot of math either way.
Strength and dexterity checks.
I think I'll go the rower. I'll be the rower.
You can choose other things to do if you want to try, but you're rowing, so strength and dexterity are going to be the other ones. You've got athletics. You can throw into the mix, I guess.
So what, I want to tell them where to go?
They're your people. You tell them. Would you want to persuade them? You can do this, that sort of stuff. Intimidate them or deceive.
All right, guys, you've got this. Are you miming drinking?
All right, give me your D20 and let's see if you can get above. And this is for persuasion, I assume.
That was an 8 plus 6. So that's a 14.
Oh, that's one number below what you needed. So when you roll your D6, whatever it is, you're stuck with it.
A 6.
Okay, so Stace, no pressure. Your job is to match that 6 as soon as you can. The first thing you got to do is tell us how you're going to row that boat.
With my arms.
Excellent. Give me an arms check. That'll be strength. Give me a strength check. Now, you're trying to get above that DC 15, and you'll get to roll your D6.
20.
No way.
Oh, that's why I love you.
New dice juju, baby.
Oh. All right. Well, you don't really need to do anything here. Well, okay, you're 5 above with the DC 15 check. You've got 5 numbers you can add to whatever you roll on your D6.
Oh, I get you.
What'd you roll?
A 6.
Oh, we're so in sync.
So in sync,
You
babes.
so did not need to do the 6, but you've got it. You don't need to use any other numbers to adjust it. You're in sync. All right.
6 D6s?
You are standing at the front of this bow. You feel different, though. Something unusual about this experience. You feel stronger, sprightly, and you get 6 dice to roll. 6d6. You just got to add them up, and we'll see if you beat the other boats.
This is math. I can do math.
Oh, I just got it.
I still don't get it.
Oh.
I thought I did.
Whatever we roll on this, that's what she gets.
That's how many she
that
gets.
Makes
If you
sense. If we, yeah.
So
Clever.
the first thing is...
Good game.
Okay, all right.
How did we go, thrower?
We got 22.
I have pre-rolled all the other boats.
Ah.
Hey guys, have you heard of Goldbelly? It's this amazing site where they ship the most iconic famous foods from restaurants across the country, anywhere, nationwide. I've never found a more perfect gift than food. They ship Chicago deep dish pizza, New York bagels, Maine lobster rolls, and even Ina Garten's famous cakes. So if you're looking for a gift for the food lover in your life, head to goldbelly.com and get 20% off your first order with promo code GIFT.
BTW, FYI. Visit Nexplanon.com RN to learn about Nexplanon. It's an adjustable implant, 68 milligrams radiopaque. Or ask your HCP IRL. Okay, TTYL.
Mic check, 1, 2. Are we recording? Hi, I'm Michelle Bernstein, an award-winning chef, restaurateur, and mom. I have a lot on my plate, including my psoriatic arthritis symptoms. That's why I was prescribed Cosentyx. It helps me move better.
Cosentyx secukinumab is prescribed for people 2 years of age and older with active psoriatic arthritis. Don't use if you're allergic to Cosentyx. Before starting, get checked for tuberculosis. An increased risk of infections and lowered ability to fight them may occur, like tuberculosis or other serious bacterial, fungal, or viral infections. Some were fatal. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms like fevers, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, had a vaccine or plan to, or if inflammatory bowel disease symptoms develop or worsen. Serious allergic reactions and severe eczema-like skin reactions may occur. Learn more at 1-844-COSENTYX or Cosentyx.com.
Ask your rheumatologist about Cosentyx.
These are the other numbers. 18, 21, 13, and 8.
Yay! Wow, 8. That sucks.
They don't get the same. They didn't get 6d6 because their people didn't line up. So I did all this before, so I'd have some numbers. I've got a couple of rounds of this if you make it.
Which boat is my daughter on?
All I can tell you at this stage is that that she hasn't been knocked out. Now, the last boat behind everyone, they're too tired, the water sprays too much to them, and you see them drop off to the side. Now they're watching. And we're now on to the second round of boat races. So, Belloa, how would you like to get everybody to keep going along?
I'm going to use my deception.
Okay.
And the lie is going to be free rum for everyone. Woo! If we win the hunt.
Your lie is about the free alcohol. That's cold.
Okay, so now I roll a D of the big one.
Yes.
20. Fuck. Hang on, it's okay. 7 plus 9, 16.
You've got one you can change your D6 with. Roll your D6.
A 5.
Now, you can choose to make it higher, which will give the thrower more dice to play with, or lower, which will probably make it easier for your rower to get.
I think I'm going to keep it.
What's it on?
We've been in sync. It's on 5.
So you're leaving it at 5.
Okay, Jelou.
Jelou.
The rower. Give me with that 20. Strength or dexterity, sorry?
Oh, strength.
It's always strength with you. Good idea.
10 plus 3. 13. We're fucked.
That's unfortunate. Okay, let's see if you can hit that 5.
Can't win here.
You can roll a 5.
Roll a 6.
I should have gone one up. Oh, Lord.
It's not your fault, babes.
I'm sorry. I should have gone one up.
No,
I should have known.
You were just really worried about having to give your rum up.
If you have any other way, you can influence each other. You can try and do that if you want.
I flashed them.
You can't always be flashing things. I can tell you this. In this round, when I was rolling them, one of them also failed to get their timing right. You're not going to beat the other two from here. So you got 1d6. What'd you get?
A 2.
So did they.
Oh, we're tying.
You're tying, so we're going to do a roll off.
Okay.
All right.
I'm sweating.
There are two boats at the back of the pack eyeing each other off, both doing quite poorly. The other two boats are streaking ahead. How'd you go this time?
A 2.
Fuck me.
What'd you get? Did you also get a 2? A 1!
I actually was banking on you getting another 1. My original number was a 2, and then I've just rolled another 1.
I need more dice, guys.
I suck at this. Look, there are still 3 boats left, including yourself, for the next round. Third round, Belloa, what are you going to do to keep these ones moving forward? And I can tell you, none of the boats failed in this round.
Okay.
There's only 2 left. Neither of them failed.
I'm going to use my deception.
More deception.
More deception.
Okay, a bigger and better lie.
When we go back, if we win the hunt, everyone will have Netflix.
And an air fryer.
And an air fryer. Fucking hell, 5. I'm so off this. 14.
You have failed. Give me your D6 and we're stuck with whatever number you roll.
6.
Wow, you guys started so strong. Oh, we're all in sync.
Can I cast guidance?
Yes, you can. How would you guide her? What would you tell her to do in her deception?
I'm going to cast guidance. First time ever. Hey, long time reader, first time user.
Great idea, husband.
You have talked about this spell more than you've actually used it.
Yeah, I keep forgetting about it. Like all of my spells. Like, remember when I forgot about heat metal?
Yep.
That was
Yes.
like,
What guidance are you going to give?
I'm going to help her add to her sweet, sweet lies because a couple who lied together stay together.
Yes.
Yeah.
The nights, the recent, they're months ago now. The lies about where the talisman was. That's not unusual for you two.
Yeah,
it's pretty much the
huge
relationship
liars.
built on lies.
Literally built on a
At some
sandbank
stage,
of lies.
at some stage, because one of you is going to go, not even my real name.
I think at one stage someone is going to say that.
Probably. Elon has told us for a few times. I don't want it to be my name.
Wait, okay, right. The Netflix, the air fryer.
The rowers are cheering at this stage. We're getting so much stuff.
And I haven't told you guys this, but you know how my wife's always drunk? We actually have a rum well that never runs out.
Wow.
Yeah, it just keeps, I know, it's insane. And guys, dig deep and rum for life.
Wow. And now I start to believe why. Oh, well.
Yeah, if you can afford this much rum, I mean, that woman's 70% rum.
I will give you the D4. It's a D4, yeah?
Yeah.
So now I need to roll a D4.
And you can add this to your original D20 roll.
4.
Okay, so that puts you up to 18. Okay, you can now change that D6 by up to 4.
I'm going to consult with the team. Thrower and the rower.
Math over here.
What do you think I should do?
Well, I'm the only one of us that can do math.
Yeah, or 4 or 5. Like, just drop it a little bit to give us some leeway.
All right, let's go for a 4.
All right.
All right, a 4. Okay, so Jaloux, strength check, or have you got anything else up your sleeve?
Nah, because that's only +3.
Oh.
Okay, so what would you like to do?
I'm going to use my athletics, dig deep into my athletic persona. I'm now a profesh.
Dig deep into the ocean.
I train 8 days a week.
It is
That's how committed
It
I
is an
am.
8-day week here, yeah.
8 days a week, 4 a.m. I've got the physique of a robber.
All right, let's see how you go.
I'm going to use my new dice because that's been pretty lucky. Oh, fuck off. It's a 9.
9 plus 6 is 15.
Okay.
It will give you 15, lets you still have 1 to your dice roll. You need to hit a 4 this time with your D6, but you can move it by 1.
I got a 5.
Oh!
Excellent.
Clap,
Alright.
clap, clap.
Well done.
Clap.
Well done.
I'm not going to clap because Cory doesn't like it.
No,
but
he doesn't like it.
Pretend clapping.
He
Stop
hates it
enjoying
when we do
yourselves. I hate
anything.
when you enjoy yourselves.
When we drink, when we clap, when we bang the table,
I don't
when
mind
we
when you
gummy
drink.
bears.
It's the gummy bears.
You know, I purposely ate all the gummy bears before we started recording because I couldn't, so I wouldn't do it.
Okay, Carmen, you now have
4D6.
I'm telling you the numbers
on.
now.
Oh, no.
I'm going to tell you the numbers before you roll.
No. Okay.
13 and 12 are the other 2 numbers.
You've got this. You can get up to 24.
Oh, God. Or you can get as low as 4.
Shut up, Cory.
I'm just saying.
I'm being positive here.
Okay. There is a 1 in here.
Fuck me, Alana.
But there's also a 6.
Yep, that's good. That's 7.
That's quick math.
Thank you.
15.
We are the winners. Suck on that.
I love how competitive she is inside the game as well.
Carmen, you notice as you throw the spear for the third time, this time it embeds itself in deep into something. This is also the time when you realise that while you've been watching this, it wasn't you who was playing the role of the thrower. You were watching your daughter
Aww.
from another boat, and you've been cheering her on, and she's been successful. And the spear wedges in deep into a creature, and they pull it in. It's just another large fish, tuna-ish, not the one that we saw
70
previously.
fingers.
It's not
Multiple
the same
fingers.
one. Get my lure back. Make it the same one.
It's not the same one as before. There's not one fish in the ocean. They're all like, one day we're going to get that bloody fish.
Here's my Moby Dick.
But everyone is happy, and everyone.
Free Willy.
The boats now start to cycle around, and they're
Proud of
all.
my little lorry.
There's an elder who stands forward and starts speaking, and is welcoming Lauret forward.
Also, like you got 2 ships left and they both win?
They all now caught up, so there's about 6 of them all together, and they've made a circle in the water, and the elder is standing on one of them. The elder starts to speak, and he's talking about all the wonders of this event, and every year everyone gets together. And it seems like a speech that everyone's heard before. People are pretty much just talking over this guy. He mentions the words sacrifice and loss and an opportunity and hope and the usual sort of blah,
I'm
blah,
staring
blah.
at my daughter crying and mouthing the words of the speech because I remember when Dale had this speech for him.
Aw.
Oh, girl, you can really put yourself in a moment.
Yeah, that's really good. My go-to is I'm drunk.
Or pregnant.
Yes.
Fortunately, not both at this stage. We haven't thrown that one out there. At that stage, the water beneath all these circles starts to bubble in a circle around them. Okay? Light at first, just little bubbles, and the circles start to get larger and larger, and panic starts to ripple through the villages.
Oh, this isn't part of it.
This is not part of the ritual.
I was like, oh, this is beautiful.
Oh.
The ocean's involved.
I was also thinking that.
Suddenly, a huge sea serpent bursts through the middle of these boats, and I mean huge. This thing dwarfs all your boats, and some of them go flying, mini tidal wave almost, pushing everyone aside. It's gigantic, massive teeth, dangly things all over the place. And it is not an attractive sea serpent. This is an ugly, ugly creature. Okay? It looks like it's got,
It's unusual. They're usually very attractive.
Well, I was just saying, we've normally described all these beautiful animals of the deep. This one is in no way that. This is a sort of a moray eel that's been beaten up. Okay? Big, fleshy gum stuff hanging out of them.
I immediately go on the defensive for my daughter, and I use things I didn't even think I had. I misty step across to above the creature, and I cast Flame Blade, and I stick it in the top of the creature and run it down as I fall.
Okay. And then we'll roll initiative, but
This is my kid.
But I will give you that because you're so keen. So let's see what happens when you do that.
So apparently, Misty Step and Flame Blade are both bonus actions. So apparently...
Wait, have we been using that incorrectly the whole time then?
No, I haven't really used Flame Blade much.
Yeah.
But that's fine because we're literally seemingly in a fishing village. So I'm just going to swipe someone's harpoony, stabby, speary thing that's sticking in the sand. And I'm going to grab that Misty Step over to this sea creature, above it kind of, so I can stab it with a harpoon and slide it down.
I like that.
Oh, wow.
That's quite good.
Yeah, you really got that.
Gravity really, because I don't have a lot of strength. Let gravity do the work.
That's clever.
Okay. Well, let's see how you go with that. D20.
Right, got to roll for these things.
You do.
Is storytelling not enough?
And your harpoon will be +4.
Oh, cool.
I think you meant +8.
I did, but then I halved it.
And then added 4.
How'd you
It's
go?
okay.
It's such a good plan, though.
It's a great plan. What happened to it?
7.
Corey didn't add enough to the story.
You know what? I'm even going to add the 8. It still doesn't help. You do appear right in front, and the villagers are stunned by this sudden new maneuver. They've
Do I
never seen
kind
it
of
before.
just stab it and then it gets stuck?
Well, it doesn't even stick in.
Okay.
Oh, no.
And that's probably the first. It doesn't even do that thing where the skin dimples a bit.
Oh.
All right.
Do I just bounce off?
You just hit it and bounce off, and you are now falling back towards the water. Good news is not much fall damage when you hit water, so you'll be okay. And everybody else, roll initiative. So, how do we go?
14.
And Juju, I forgot your name.
Jalou.
And Jalou.
It's quite a sexy name.
9 + 1 is 10.
Eline, you are next. Seeing this incredible danger, partially drunk. You've made a lot of promises today.
I have.
What would you like to do?
Well, I was super impressed with that maneuver. So I'm going to attempt to do something similar.
Okay.
Now, it's not going to be at disadvantage because I'm drunk. It's going to be at advantage.
Because she's drunk.
Because she's drunk.
All right, you think this is going to be at advantage because you're drunk, just like when people think the thing they're going to do is going to be good when they're drunk.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Not quite the same thing. Tell me what it is first.
Okay, so I'm just gonna grab a harpoon and go and do the same thing.
Oh, the same move.
Yeah.
You saw her bounce off though, right?
Yeah, but I think I can use my acrobatics to really get in there.
All right.
I'm gonna go for the eyeball.
Good luck with that.
Oh, sweetie. There's just one problem there.
I don't have Misty Step.
Good luck with that too then. There are a lot of things wrong with his plan.
Okay, sorry.
I started to think you're going to have to do this at disadvantage, Indy, on account of not having half these things.
Can I use my Robbie Rocket pants?
Okay, I scratch that. Fuck, I can't do this now.
Can't you do a super jump or something?
Can I touch me and I jump?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. It's called a Misty Step, but jump.
But just actual jumping.
Okay, I'm gonna touch myself and then I...
Yeah, baby.
That's a strange way to get elevation.
Not a strange way for me to get elevation.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna use jump on myself. I'm gonna use acrobatics.
It's all bad.
Acrobatics to throw the harpoon into the creature's eye and then make it go wham back to the ocean.
All right. I will let you have an extra D20, which is your acrobatics, and your attack roll. So 2 D20. One of them is your attack roll, but your other one's going to have to be your acrobatics. And if it's good, this one can replace your attack roll if your attack roll sucks. So I basically gave you advantage because of the acrobatics.
Okay, that was an 11, so no.
No, with your acrobatics? What's
Yeah,
got
it was
to?
an 11.
Oh, God. So you did some sort of flip. You know when you awkwardly fall over when you've had a few too many drinks?
Yeah, I do,
When you
yeah.
try to cover that up with some sort of move and everyone else notices that you didn't cover it up, but you think you did.
And that was a 5.
It's an amazing leap, and once again, the villagers are stunned by these two sudden moves. This Misty Step, this person who suddenly yells out Misty Step and then jumps. Misty Jump!
Misty
And
Jump!
launches up there again with a harpoon, and also boing in the front of this thing, and
Wow.
not even a dent.
That was a really bad roll.
It was also really bad, but, you know, what does it tell you? Jaloux. JJ.
Jaloux.
Okay.
I prefer Jaloux.
Okay, Jaloux.
Thank you, narrator. Why is this narrator coming from? This is weird, right, guys?
Jaloux, use the force, Jaloux.
You might need to at this
God,
stage.
the husband of the town drunk's hearing voices.
I told people I turned into a dolphin. A dolphin, I tell you.
And just to prove it, I'm going to turn into a dolphin.
Okay.
A dolphin? That's just for show.
Are you going to get into the boat, out of the boat first, or just in the boat?
I'm going to dive
Okay.
as a human, but turn into a dolphin as I do it.
And make the flipper noise? Which is not, I can't do it, okay? I do like
You
Popeye.
can, I'm sure.
I know, I do make it sound like I'm Popeye the Sailor Man, but...
What flipper noise?
Oh, you're too young.
No, I know Flipper.
Yeah, Flipper. You don't know Flipper?
Wait, hold on a second. Do you know Flipper?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
All right,
it's
she's just too young.
Okay. So Flipper used to flip on its back tail, you know, like...
Is it the dance thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And made a noise.
It was a TV series.
TV series for a very long time where Flipper was...
It was actually parallel to Skippy. We really loved an animal.
We need to explain that to international audience because, okay, we had this period of time. In the rest of the world, we're doing things like there would be a dog that would go through the village, the town or something, and the dog would be able to save people's lives. The Littlest Hobo was the name of that one, bit before your time. The Littlest Hobo would go town to town and they'd get there and there'd be a problem and the dog would always solve the problem. Right? And that sounds
Good
stupid.
boy.
But Australian TV went, you know what we could do here?
We see your dog and we raise you a kangaroo.
So we did the same. It was called
And
Skippy.
No fucking shit. I used to watch this show. To me, this is the most believable thing in the world.
I would come home early to watch that show.
Skippy, the bush kangaroo. And Skippy was like a crime like a crime solving kangaroo. Like he would just hop into the scene and everyone could understand him.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey,
oh my
Skip.
God.
What happened, Skip?
Skip, what are you trying to say, Skip?
Skip made these little noises.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, wow, he's fallen down the well. And they'd run to the well and Skippy just stand next to the well looking at the well and usually eating something because Skippy really wasn't interested.
Because Skippy wasn't a trained actor.
No.
Skippy was just a kangaroo.
Oh, it was live action.
Yes, this wasn't a cartoon.
I'm
Yeah.
picturing a cartoon.
This was
No.
not a cartoon.
They had file footage of a kangaroo doing the same thing over and over again and they just kept putting it in there and this little kid used to lean down and go, what's happened, Skip?
Skip, no.
And Skip would make a few noises and they'd say, oh, wow, the plane has crashed into the volcano.
For an isolated rural town, a lot of shit went down.
It did. Yep. And then Flipper was the dolphin version.
And yeah.
It all makes sense now.
And honestly, we ate this shit up. Like, I don't think I ever questioned it. I was like,
Still don't. I refuse to. You know, we're just waiting for all these animals to come back and help us. They've given up on us.
so anyway.
How many times tonight have I forgotten where we are because of the
no,
crazy
right, so I'm a
misdirection?
dolphin in the water and I'm like,
You're going to solve this crime.
And then I put my head back up and I'm like, told ya. I'm like, nah, just joking. I'm like, just kidding though, I've got to be something more fierce than this, all right? But no one can hear me. All they hear is...
There's all this exposition in dolphin form. And strangely, all the boats and the people, there's all these people going, yes, we understand.
Two things. As I've hit the water, I think I'm going crazy because I think I understand the dolphin somehow.
Yes.
And second thing, I love that you get literally 2 animal shifts a day and you spent one just to be petty.
Yes, I need to prove that I was
You're
a
so
dolphin.
right. I got to choose my next one carefully.
It's so you though. Behind curtain number 1, Bachelor.
We have a crocodile.
Ooh, snappy.
Snappy the bush crocodile.
Snappy. I could be a hunter shark, a giant octopus, or a giant seahorse.
No.
I just saw giant, so I'm going to put that over there. All right, so we're down to 3.
Which can be ridden. We've learned that already.
Yeah.
Giant seahorse can be ridden.
Yeah, well, let's just go with the hunter shark. Okay.
Okay. As you were part dolphin through the air, you then switched from dolphin into a shark.
No, I rubbed it in everyone's face first, like, haha, I told ya.
Yep.
Yeah, and
Did
now,
the flipper dance.
and then I'm going to go back into myself. Like, babe, did you see that?
Yeah, and I'm going to cheer.
Yeah. I'm like, sweet.
Gives you a couple of claps. I knew it. I always believed that you could turn into a dolphin.
Like, weird, right? I told you something's up. Okay, and then I'm going to go I'm going to be a bit more aggressive though. So hunt a shark, and then I turn into that.
You can still do your attack, yeah. What are you going to do with it? Now you're a shark.
I'm going to bite him because my bite is +6 to hit.
All right.
Reach 5 feet.
You can get to him with your you're a pretty speedy looking shark. Sharky,
Yeah.
the bush sharkaroo. Writes itself.
Sharks on a plane.
We're not that creative. This is actually just sharks in the water. This is sharks in actual water.
Yes. Okay, let's go. Let's get bitey. Let's get bitey. Cool. 11 plus what? 6.
Is that to hit?
17. So 2d8 plus 4.
You would if you hit it, but sadly, even that big bite right there doesn't break its skin.
What? Yes, it did.
Thank you.
I was there.
This is the can-do attitude that we need. Not this.
This negativity that I'm bringing. I'm so sorry, everyone. I'm bringing the mood down. You bite straight through the entire sea serpent. No.
And we won.
You are latched onto it, though, but it didn't go through the skin.
So I shake a little, like sharks do when they get something.
Yeah, aggressively.
And then it breaks through the skin.
Morrigan, we are back to you.
Jesus Christ.
You are falling into the water. Splash. Actual sound effect. I'm cutting corners for the rest of this episode.
Yeah, they're cool.
It's just me saying the sound effect. Splash. Blah, blah, blah.
Gasp.
What would you like to do?
I would like to quickly look around and make sure that my daughter's okay. Can I see her? She's still on the ship.
I like how you always stay motivated to your character.
You can see her.
Okay.
She's on the same ship as the Elder because she just got given her.
Oh my god.
Yeah, she just won.
Okay.
And he's yelling something into the sky. You can't really hear that because you can't hear that because you got that half hearing thing you get when you're in and out of water.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Sacrifice, that sort of stuff.
Sacrifice.
You heard that bit, yeah.
I hear the word sacrifice. Righto.
You also said, what are the other words you said? Hope.
Hope and sacrifice. Okay, they're gonna let my daughter be eaten by this goddamn sea serpent. Okay. I'm not okay with this.
Wow, and I look at her really judging, I'm like, I can't believe you let your daughter do this. That's...
You get given the shark
If
eye.
we had kids.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
If we had, and like suddenly Eli and I turn into those parents who love to make parenting judgments even though we don't have kids.
Yeah.
Like our kids would never watch Netflix, would they?
They would never have an iPad.
They would never have an iPad.
You are being judged by a shark parent.
They would have only 1 hour of technology a week.
And it'd be educational,
It would be
obviously.
educational.
Yes.
They wouldn't even know what an app was.
Little mathletics.
I'm torn between fighting the thing to prevent it from eating my daughter or getting onto the boat, kicking the Elder off and rowing away madly.
I don't know if the latter's going to in any way get you far because they're long boats. You'd be the only person rowing. just going round and round in circles. I'm just throwing that at you.
Okay, look, I'm going to do this, but I would like to remind you of the last time that I shot fire up at something that was directly above me. Do we all remember what happened?
Righto. Look, I'm going to make you a deal.
Okay.
If you roll 3 1s this time,
Okay.
when you're doing
8
damage,
ones.
if you roll 1s when you're rolling damage, they can all be max rolls instead.
Oh, okay,
I'm
that's
going to
cool.
allow that for this situation for the first only for damage, not for the actual roll.
Okay, well then, the gloves are coming off. This is my child that we're talking about. I'm going to kill this sea serpent and then I might kill the Elder, depending on what the intentions were there. And start my own little village. Anyway.
It's a coup.
It's coup. Fireball. Third level fireball.
All right, what's going to happen?
I need a tiny ball of bat guano and salt.
We have not made you do that once.
Thank you. You need to dexterity saving throw of 15.
Strangely, that's not the sea serpent's strength.
Nice sibilance.
So that's good. So I have rolled a remarkable 8.
Hey!
Nice.
So how much damage is that?
Well, I get to roll 8 d6s. I have exactly 8 d6s, so this
All right.
is...
8d6, a huge ball of fire. It's flying out of your hands. Again, the villagers are stunned. Seconds ago, you could just vanish and reappear. Now you're launching fireballs straight up at this sea
I
serpent.
did roll 3 ones.
Well, I regret what I said.
3, 4, 5, 6. 26.
felt like it was going to do a lot more, didn't it?
I know, because, 3 ones.
26.
But, hold on, are my 1 6s?
Yep.
Okay, sorry. Fuck, I literally need a calculator. That's not math that I can do in my head at this hour of the weekend.
I
wish this was a video called sometimes.
41.
41. Wow. 41. It hits really hard, and it does certainly jolt back.
Okay.
And it is now bleeding, so that's good news for the shark. You get advantage on all your attacks from now on.
Yay, teamwork.
And then it just flops back into the water. Like something would when it had just launched out of the middle. And causes...
My jaw's still, locked on, isn't it?
You are still locked onto the side of it.
Fantastic.
But it is falling back right in the middle of all these boats. And it is using something called...
Tidal wave.
It is actually called tidal wave.
Oh, nice. No, it isn't. How do you know that?
Because it's going to flop and it's going to create a tidal wave.
Fuck off. That is not a thing that you know.
That's so good.
That you guessed. You know that somehow.
It's like when you're in the water and you're
There's fuck no way that you guessed that.
Tidal wave.
And not only that, a computer generated this monster today. So you could not have, there's been no
research, no nothing.
Oh my God. Are you that chat program?
I am chat.
You are.
Alana's just at home answering questions really quickly. Oh God, how do I do surgery? Fine, okay. I can slice beneath the heart. It's a tidal wave, and this is going to do a lot of damage in a lot of directions. Boats go flying. People are screaming. And the first thing I'm going to do is there are 6 boats, so I'm rolling a d6 to see how many of the boats get flipped. And that's 4 of them. 2 boats stayed up. And everyone in a boat that went down, which includes the boats you were on. Well, actually, you're still on one there, Eli.
You show my wife a bit of respect.
It's hard to...
She might be the town drunk, but the least that you could do.
Sorry, Eli. All right, so it is splashed and knocked over a bunch of boats, and they're all over the place, and a lot of damage has happened. Eli, you have... so forgettable.
For a name that you wrote.
Well... I wish I could blame that on somebody, one of the fans sent that one in. No, they didn't. It was just all me.
Right, from your noggin.
I got to roll a lot of dice for this. I'm so sorry. You can do a dexterity check to see if you dodge half the damage.
Okay.
You want to, because I'm already up to a bit.
This is how Eli would want to go, drunk and in the sea.
Yeah, that's so her vibe.
9.
You rolled a 9
plus
your dex. Then you would take 42 hit points of damage.
Are our hit points the same as what we came in with?
Yes.
So isn't she dead then?
No, she's not dead. I don't know. How many did you have when you came here?
36.
She's out cold. And she's going straight into death saves. And you're in the water.
Right. How many points of damage?
42. You would have halved it if you'd saved your dex there.
Not good.
And the first bit of bad news is it is now actually your turn. So you'll have to give me a death save. So roll that d20. How'd you go?
16.
Great. 1 save. 1 success. Yay.
And again.
No, now we're on to... no, straight over to Jalu.
Welcome to the I Can't Sleep podcast with Benjamin Boster. If you're tired of sleepless nights, you'll love the I Can't Sleep podcast. I help quiet your mind by reading random articles from across the web to bore you to sleep with my soothing voice. Each episode provides enough interesting content to hold your attention, and then your mind lets you drift off. Find it wherever you get your podcasts. That's I Can't Sleep with Benjamin Boster.
Have you ever wondered why we call French fries French fries? Or why something is the greatest thing since sliced bread? There are answers to those questions. Everything Everywhere Daily is a podcast for curious people who want to learn more about the world around them. Every day, you'll learn something new about things you never knew you didn't know. Subjects include history, science, geography, mathematics, and culture. If you're a curious person and want to learn more about the world you live in, just subscribe to Everything Everywhere Daily wherever you cast your pod.
If you're looking for an epic, all-ages tabletop role-playing adventure, check out the newest addition to the Critical Role podcast network, The Reslayer's Take.
Taking place in the fantasy world of Exandria, you'll be guided through the wild continent of Isilra, home to some of the most dangerous creatures. Here, the Slayer's Take is the most notorious monster hunting group in the realm and has victoriously battled many ferocious mythic beasts.
But when this group's previously slain creatures start returning from the grave, it's up to 6 misfit mercenaries to band together and re-slay these supernatural threats as the Reslayer's Take.
This special actual play podcast is lovingly edited into 30 to 60 minute episodes, making it a perfect first dip into the world of tabletop role-playing games. The party is led by a duo of game masters, myself, George Primavera,
and me, Nick Williams, with the main cast including Jasmine Bilar, Jasper William Cartwright, Caroline Lux, and Jasmine Chong.
So go check out the Reslayer's Take. Listen to new episodes every Monday anywhere you stream podcasts or receive early ad-free access at beacon.tv.
You've just seen your partner, your loved one.
Yeah.
Many, many years.
Yes. Allegedly.
An entire relationship, well, possibly because you could be lying about how long you've been together to each other. A relationship built on love and lies, like all the good ones. That's a lesson for kids. Going to the water and is floating, sinking.
So I'm locked onto old mate. I'm going to try and take a chunk as I'm going.
A bite and move.
No, I probably can't because then I can't pick her up.
That would stop you from being able to do that, yeah.
All right, so I have to unlock.
Unlocked. Yep.
And I'm swimming over to my love, my E-line.
Well equipped to save her as a shark. Shark's well trained for that. Dolphins, not so much.
I gently get my front teeth. I'm like, so you know when a dog is really gently taking something out of your hand, they use just only their teeth and they're like really gentle about it?
All right, it looked like you were bobbing for apples, which we don't really do here, but...
No, the dog thing makes sense.
The dog thing makes sense?
Yes.
Okay.
You're saying gentle and they're like really gently in slow motion.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so like a dog taking a treat very gently, I pick her up.
With your shark teeth.
With my shark teeth.
Gently.
Gently. And I take her over to a floating boat.
They're all over the place, but they are floating.
Okay, so to the nearest floating boat.
All right.
And
there's also a door, Titanic style, but I'll let that...
Don't open that can of worms.
Somebody brought a door out here. That makes no sense at all. Yeah, you can get them back to that.
Yeah.
They are still out cold.
Yeah. So I cast Resilience.
What's Resilience?
Resilience, so glad you asked. It's just going to save her.
Oh, sweet.
It'll help.
Okay.
It's going to make her really resilient against death.
It'll give her a D4 on her next death save.
Yeah.
Oh, remember that next time I'm dying.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you've had it all along.
You've had it all along.
She doesn't like me that much.
I love you so much.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, it's a shame you're in shark form because I would have loved a great speech, but instead it's just a blah,
This is like...
and
I mean, there's telepathy.
which you don't have here.
Oh, yeah.
No tattoos. Morrigan, we are back to you.
I'm carving a tattoo. I...
I've just fireballed this thing in the head.
And it just kind of flopped into the water and...
Sent a big splash.
But does it seem damaged?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a whole burnt section.
Oh.
Smells like grilled fish.
Oh, yum.
The kids are like, well, you didn't bring the kids out, but they're like, fish finger.
My kid's out here.
You hear yours, you're like, Mom, I'm no longer a little kid. I just passed the test. 5 minutes ago, you were right there.
Lorette,
Yes.
remind me, what do you win?
What do I win?
Yeah, what do you win?
I've come of age. I can be one of the villagers. I can live.
So you're not going to get eaten by this sea serpent?
No.
Okay. That's something.
Give me a perception check.
13.
You can, from where you're looking, your daughter looks like she's being very genuine about that. She looks stunned that you would even say such a thing. That makes no sense to her.
Okay, cool. I'm just going to throw another fireball at this thing.
Okay.
Why not?
Let's go to dodge again.
Yes, dodge.
Oh, I have got another 8.
Oh, same number.
Yes, the exact same roll.
Well, let's hope I roll the same. Do I still have the same deal?
No. It was a one-off deal and I feel bad about it.
Well, that's all right. I didn't roll any ones, so that worked out well. 31?
31.
31?
All right, they're starting to add up. This time you hit the tail as the sea serpent starts to go underwater for a moment, and you manage to hit the tail, and then you see a huge amount of flame. And again, the gasps and awes from the people who've seen what you've done. Very impressed.
Yeah, I was like, oh no, am I doing a bad thing? Is this like the village pet?
This giant sea serpent that's out there to kill everyone, they're just like, stop it, Snappy.
Well, yeah, I was like, maybe it's Simon and he's a good friend of theirs. I don't know.
I don't know. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I don't. No, I want to swim closer because I can move, right?
Yeah.
That's not, yeah, cool. I want to move towards my daughter's boat.
Okay. You can get right to the edge of that boat. You won't be able to get on board, though.
That's fine. I'm close.
Hanging on to the side.
Closer than I was.
And another door floats by.
Fucking hell.
That does bring us back to the serpent again, and this time the tail flicks out. And tries again to knock over boats. And we'll see, there are only 2 boats that were still upright. One of them is still upright. I rolled a 1. So I have 2 boats. One of them is still upright. One of them has gone into the water. I will decide 2 numbers. It is the one you're hanging on to.
Oh. My
It's
daughter
just been
swim?
flipped over. Yes, she can absolutely. Everyone in this place can swim almost from birth.
Okay.
Very quickly.
That makes
very
me feel
early.
a little better.
They're all water births.
They don't have a choice. Eline,
Yeah.
we're back to you, and you are drowning. You are in the mouth of a shark, though, and in this situation, strangely, that's a good thing. You have your D20 and a D4 to roll.
19.
That's 2 successes. 1 more, and you'll be
Alive!
mostly okay. So, but there's a shark dragging you through the water at this stage, and Jaloux, the shark. What would you like to do?
How's this thing going? Is it dead or not? No. Injured? No. All right.
Hurt. It's a little hurt.
Should I go back for it? I'm going to go back for it. Team.
You know, but
Or not save
she's
her.
still unconscious though, and in your mouth. So, I mean, if your wife suddenly wakes up but is beneath the water, it's not going
I
to
put
be
her
good.
in a boat.
Go to the edge of the boat, hanging onto the side of a boat.
The
Alright,
one
so
that's still up?
I'm going to use my little shark nose.
Okay.
And just get her up there onto the boat.
If only you were like a hammerhead or something like that.
You don't know what kind of shark I am. I'm just.
You're a hunter shark.
What do they look like?
Shark. Standard shark. About hammerless shark.
Yeah, they've got like a pointy nose bar.
Yeah, you can do that. It's not a shovel nose. Oh my god.
God, can you imagine?
The
All right, so
craziness.
I'm going to get my wife up on that boat with my little shark nose. She's up there. She's fine. She looks good, to be honest. She's
Give me a
coming
strength
through.
check as a shark.
Not a problem.
Famous last words.
And that's a 19. So should I bother adding any strength or?
Throws us so far over the boat, it's not funny.
Yay!
Comfortably into the boat, yeah. Nicely done, nicely done. That was your action. You've still got to move.
Is that really an action? I'd call it more of a move.
It's
I
an
moved
action.
my nose.
You actioned it.
All right, so I'm going to move back towards the snake then.
The serpent.
Is there a difference?
Indestructible
this one's
fucking
a-
sea serpent is what I've written.
Indestructible one, yes. Okay, so you're heading back in for another bite.
Yeah.
Okay. We are back to you, Carmen.
Oh. Really? No.
Nope. Yes. Sorry, yes.
I thought I just went.
And yes, then we had a death save, and then we had this. Yeah, it's pretty quick.
It is very quick.
You do see the villagers are also trying very hard to join in, but there's just harpoons just bouncing off this thing. They're not going in.
Not even where the flamies have hit?
Nope.
Like weakened the
I
skin?
don't think they're really hitting that too easily, but
I've only got 1/3 level left.
it's very successful. That's 76 points of damage you've done to this thing.
I think I'd throw another bolt.
I mean, that's all I've got left. Like,
Saving it up for something else. It's like, this is massive sea serpent. You're like, yeah, but something else worse could happen.
Would you have that giant freaking octopus that keeps following us around?
Yeah. I guess. You're like permanently going to
The
hold a
giant
fireball in reserve.
spiders?
Just in case,
What
okay?
are bad things in this world?
And kindness.
Yeah, daughter. Okay, daughter. Nothing else matters. Daughter. Okay. Dex 15.
Ooh, I finally succeeded. That's a 17 plus 2, 19. Your fireball
Does that mean I
goes...
still spend the spell slot?
It does, and your fireball goes
fuck.
flying past it. Looks amazing, lights the sky, and we are back to the serpent.
Wait, hold on. I gotta move.
Oh, okay, you're gonna move?
Yeah, my daughter's in the water now, isn't she?
Yeah, she is.
Yeah. Wait, which way is she going?
Roll perception.
No straight answers. Oh, hold on. Oh, 15.
You see a couple of splashes on the other side of the boat that you were trying to climb into. All right, 2 or 3 splashes really close together.
2 or 3 splashes really close together.
3 different people hitting the water. There's a lot of people in each boat.
Oh, okay.
So they're from the direction that your daughter would have been. But she was standing with other people, so.
Yes, I would like to swim around just so that I can keep her in eyesight.
All right, for people listening at home again, Alana is doing breaststroke apparently for that one. She's doing or maybe a little bit of doggy paddle. She's not quickly moving to this situation.
Look, I'm a breast girl. I'm going to do breaststroke.
Lean into your strengths, babe.
Okay, when you get there, you can't see through the water.
Oh.
Like to see down. It's murky.
So she's under the water currently?
She's under the water. But
Okay.
you're where she went in, I think.
Okay.
It is now again the sea serpent's turn. With a flash, colour, splash, more waves. It dives.
That's right, it
Disappears from
dies.
view. Dives.
It dies.
Dives.
Very suddenly.
Clearly with a V. Makes a V shape with its body on the way down. And you don't see it. It's gone.
I still see it.
No, it's gone. Like it's used up. It can move, and it has used all of its power to get the hell out of town.
I don't see any climactic.
Damn straight it runs away from me.
Hell hath no fury like a mother scorned.
Yeah, you come after my kids and that's the last thing you'll fucking do.
You're going to be such a good mum one day.
Probably behind ours.
Yeah, we got one more death save. Okay, give me your death save. See if you're successful.
6.
So you have 1 death fail at this
Yes.
stage. Being in the boat and everything, it's harder for you apparently. What would everyone else like to do in this situation?
I'm diving under the water to look for my daughter.
Roll me
I'm
perception.
already under the water.
Roll me perception.
So that was me putting my D6s down. That wasn't me rolling a bunch of D20s. 11.
The water seems unclear, and you cannot see her amongst the people, the splashing.
The hell? I'm panicking at this point, and I swim to the top of the water, and I know there's a shark somewhere, and I'm like, hey, shark, if there's any way you can understand me, please look for Lorette.
And there is absolutely no way the shark can understand you. So no, that doesn't have any effect either.
Help me, someone help me, I can't find Lorette.
So I'm under the water. Yeah, my turn?
Yeah.
I'm going to roll perception.
Okay, what are you looking for?
Anything.
Oh, good luck with that.
I'm under there. I'm looking for any survivors.
Okay. I mean, your wife is dying, but
She's fine for a moment.
I'm on the boat.
unless she rolls a 1.
Ooh.
A 1 is 2 fails.
I
She has one
quickly
already.
cast. Can I quickly cast?
She's alive now, so if you went back and weren't a person anymore, you could give you.
Good berries. What about her daughter?
Good berries.
I mean, I don't want to make a big deal out of this right now, but yeah, I guess you kind of got to choose between one person's daughter and one person's wife. It's a dilemma.
Wow.
Normally, I'd finish an episode there.
Digging deep and remembering that
your wife would never give you kids.
She would never give me kids.
You wanted them.
I wanted them.
Oh, I can't believe you're trying to talk her into this.
Well, that's what I was going to say anyway. She just put the words in, then out of my mouth. I'm going to fucking die.
She was drinking herself to death.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
Things weren't great for a long time.
Let me go. I'm not the best person anyway. I'm sure Lorette's better than me.
She called me names behind closed doors, guys. She called me Devon.
Wow. All right, so you're going to theoretically ignore your wife.
Theoretically. And I'm going to roll
And actually.
perception and I'm going to figuratively and literally ignore my
Ignore
wife.
the hell out of her, yep.
All right, so we're looking for survivors.
Okay.
18.
Yep, you managed to find the elder. We're talking about before.
I don't want the elder. I want the daughter.
And yet, that's what you found. So you found the elder, and he's holding Lorette's spear.
Why? Roll insight.
Okay, what'd you get?
Oh, I can't see it. I'll roll again into my crotch.
Any crotch roll from now on is a 1.
It was a 9.
It was a 9. He doesn't seem. He seems flustered. He's been underwater for a while. Confident, but almost dead. Confident in an almost dead
All
kind of
right.
way.
Well, I pick him up too. I swim back to the boat.
Are you gonna do the shovel nose thing again?
Yeah, that whole shtick.
Okay, I'm not even going to make you try this time. You shovel him in nicely. But we are going to find out whether Eline
Survives.
dies. you notice someone has pulled themselves into the boat right next to you. And it's Lauret.
Oh, thank God.
And she's trying straight away to help you. So she's doing a medicine check. Just something simple as a medicine check. If she gets it right, you'll be stabilized.
Oh, beautiful.
So she's hanging on the side of the boat. She's trying to lean in and she's helping you out. And this is fantastic. She's rolled a 16. She stabilizes you.
Oh, so I'm survived.
Girl.
Yeah.
So everyone's happy.
And in coming back to life, give me a quick perception check. Really quick, like fast, like I'm trying to make you roll
14.
this. You notice that she has a slice right along her hand.
+2.
You notice it's quite deep.
And there's blood.
There's lots of blood coming out of it. And then suddenly she disappears. She is pulled from the side of the boat straight down. And she's gone. And that's where we end part 2.
With my daughter being pulled into the sea.
Part 1, 21 and a half, somewhere in there, rolling the music's playing,
Did I
everything's
do
happening.
the wrong thing?
I dive in after her.
By saving the elder.
Can't hear you, the music's playing.
The end of part 1. It was getting a bit too long. There is no other reason, but at least you get a song. So stay there and wait now, part 2 will be right along. No complaining, you injure, at least you got a song.
Oh, that's quite dramatic.
At least you got a song.
I don't love that. I should stop doing that.
I don't love that. This is going to require a lot of rum.
I've got a lot of drinking to do to get rid of this.
Drink to forget, people.